There's a heroin explosion in this country.
A group of lawyers is going after opioid makers. They just filed suit in southern Illinois. They say drug makers are getting rich off addicted mothers and their unborn babies who are born with a laundry list of health and developmental problems and will need lifelong medical care.
Medicaid has to pay for these babies. Taxpayers shouldn't pay for these babies. The pain companies who made the money, who created this problem, they need to pay for medical monitoring for the rest of these babies' lives.
Lawyers say this is the first suit of its kind, but not the last. They say they're planning to file additional lawsuits in other states. Addicted mothers are sometimes forced to make a terrible decision: abortion or adoption.
In an interview you will only see on 5 on Your Side, one mother who battled drug addiction chose to give her kids a better life. And after 20 years of praying she would one day see them again, her prayers were answered. Here's 5 on Your Side's Ray Strickland.
And it was like, oh wow, I can't do this. I would not do that to them.
A young mother of 2 in her 20s, LaShawn Jenkins, got pregnant again, twice in less than a year.
Back then, I wasn't ready.
After having 2 kids, Jenkins started smoking crack cocaine.
That's when things kind of start going down.
And she says she was a functional drug addict. Jenkins maintained a job and provided for her first 2 children. But she says still, it was clear she was not ready to be a mother of 4.
Abortion was not an option for me.
Jenkins picked up the phone and arranged for both of them to be adopted.
I was doing the right thing.
10 years sober.
One day I woke up and said, I'm done.
Jenkins always prayed to meet the kids she gave up.
God, if it's in your will, let us meet again.
Then one day,
I got a letter in the mail, and it said it came from adoption agents. And it was like, I'm like, what is this?
It was the answer to her prayers.
She told me not one, but both of my daughters, biological daughters, were looking for me.
Jenkins' kids, Brandon and Brandy, never knew they had 2 younger sisters.
It's still hard to process, you're right, yeah.
It didn't seem real until they met Dominique Miller for the first time in person, but it felt like they knew each other their whole lives.
You can't be my sister, huh? We look alike, sound alike, talk alike.
And she would tell me little things she used to do when she was younger, and I'll be like, I did the same thing too.
It was, I can't describe it.
This family overwhelmed for what's to come because tonight, for the first time, all 4 of Jenkins' kids will be in the same room. And she says it's a testimony to never lose faith and to never give up on God.
He just said plain as day, I'm closing your past, you stepping into a new chapter.
Now, you can tell they were emotional in that piece. Well, round 2 of a whirlwind of emotions for this family will continue tonight. That's when Jenkins' other biological daughter, Elizabeth Schlereth, who lives in North Carolina, lands in St. Louis.
Wow, that'll be such a special moment. And she's sharing her story now because she wants to inspire other women who might be in the same position?
Yeah, she's saying if you gave your kid up for adoption, don't be scared, don't be embarrassed. Make sure you try to reconnect with your children, because for her and her children, it was definitely worth it. And you can see the emotion on their faces today.
All right, thank you, Ray.